What is up, YouTube? Welcome to PanFro Games, and in today's video, I'm incredibly excited to talk about some massive leaks for Pokemon Scarlet and Pokemon Violet, because we actually got a legitimate source this time talking about leaks who has been proven to be true in the past, especially for Pokemon Legends Arceus and Pokemon Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl. And of course, guys, if you like these types of videos or just like my content in general, I would really appreciate if you can leave a like on these videos, comment, and also subscribe. That's the best way to support me. So let's just dive right into this original teaser image. So this is from Riddler Coup, who is the only legitimate leaker right now. He's the only trustworthy person. He talks in riddles. He can be a little bit annoying at times. However, he has always been legit with the content he posts. And as we can see here, we have teaser 1 and teaser 2. And he released teaser 1, so we're going to be going into teaser 1 in a moment. But teaser 2 is going to be happening, we'll see, maybe in late May, maybe early June. Maybe it's going to be related to a Pokemon trailer. We're supposed to be getting a trailer in sometime in probably May, June, or even like sometime in Summer Games Fest, essentially aka E3. So we are expecting something like that to come up. We don't know if this teaser is going to relate to that or not, but we shall see. And nothing in the bottom right corner matters here as well. So let's just dive into the actual leak itself. So this is the image that Riddler Coup tweeted out. No alt text or anything to this, just this image. So we can see here, simply we got a bullfight, we got a matador, and we got a bull. And this is very popular in Spain. This is one of Spain's biggest cultural iconography essentially. And we know that the games Scarlet and Violet are taking place in Spain/Portugal, so of course we're going to be getting a lot of Spanish culture coming from this, which is pretty cool. And speaking of bulls, what is the most famous bull Pokemon of all time? It's going to be Tauros, one of my favorite Pokemon of all time. Actually, a really good Pokemon at 1.2, especially like Gen 1 and Gen 2. Tauros was actually a phenomenal Pokemon, but now he is not, now he's not that great. But back in the day, he used to be a really good Pokemon. So, and speaking of Gen 1 Tauros, we have a 1 with an X with a question mark here, right? So we have a 1, a 2, and a 5. What could these question marks actually mean? Well, as I just saw, question mark 1, that's going to be Tauros. That is our bull Pokemon. That's going to be representing Gen 1 here. Number 2, we don't have a bull in Gen 2, but we do have a cow. We do have Miltank. So Miltank can represent number 2 here, Gen 2. So, okay, Tauros, Miltank, what's the 5 going to be? Well, we got one more bull, actually, surprisingly enough. We have Bouffalant. A lot of people have forgotten about Bouffalant as a Pokemon. I definitely not, because, hey, got the big hair, gets sort of an afro. So we're repping 1, 2, and 5 here, right? So Tauros, Miltank, and Bouffalant. This could mean a lot of different things. And at this point, what does this really mean? And I'm just going to go down a list of possibilities of what this could be. Tauros and Miltank and Bouffalant are not related at all. There is no Pokemon that actually connects them in any way, shape, or form. However, there could be a Tyrogue situation where Tyrogue evolves into Hitmonlee, Hitmonchan, and Hitmontop based on the stat spread of the Tyrogue you're using. So maybe this can happen to Tauros, Miltank, and Bouffalant. And at first you may be saying, that'd be weird to make a baby Pokemon. And I agree, that is weird. But they did make a baby Pokemon in Gen 8. So it's not too crazy. Did we get one new baby? Why can't we get another new baby in Gen 9? I think it's a very big possibility. And I can sort of see it happening as well because, well, Tauros male, Bouffalant maybe a male or female version, or maybe all females of this baby Pokemon will always be Miltank, and then maybe the difference between Bouffalant and Tauros will be a stat distribution. So I was doing some research on this, and I actually found this to be really interesting. So we're looking at Tauros' base stats here, right? Tauros has a base stat total of 490, and it has the highest speed. It has 110. Comparing to 3, it has the highest speed, right? And a pretty good attack, 100 attack, right? So now we look at Miltank. Miltank also has a total of 490. And the speed's pretty good, but not higher than Tauros, but the defense is higher, right? 105 defense versus 95 defense. So Miltank has the highest defense in 490, right? And now looking at Bouffalant's, we see 490 again, and it has the highest attack with 110. So that's pretty good. I mean, honestly, it would have been even more perfect if Miltank had 110 defense, but it still works. And my working theory is all three of these have 490 base stat total. So I really do think that they're going to make a baby of these three Pokemon and connect them in some way, shape, or form. I think that could happen, is one of the many possibilities. I wouldn't have even hated it. I think that'd be pretty cool if these Pokemon were more related, because they might as well be, especially Tauros and Miltank. But there's some other things that we could get into. And maybe on top of that, maybe we get a new baby and then it has a split evolution. But what if we get a new evolution to all three of those, but it's a different form? So that could be really interesting too. So imagine this, right? We have the 1 and going to a 3, but what if all three of these have an arrow that point back to 1, right? So you just put the Tyrogue on the bottom, essentially, to be a new final form. So what if there is a third stage evolution that all of these can evolve into? Maybe they would all be considered different Pokemon, or maybe they'll be all considered the same Pokemon, but they all have different forms. And then we can have one Dex entry for this new evolution, but 3 different forms, and that saves up on deck slots. And Game Freak is pretty big on saving deck slots. And I mean, we can see maybe, you know, it could just be a regional variant as well of those 3 Pokemon. This very well could be a regional variant of Tauros, Miltank, and Bouffalant as well, but I think they want to keep them as they are, add a baby, add a final. I mean, that's where I'm at personally, but hey, if you have anything you want to add to that, definitely let me know in the comment section below, because this is very interesting, because we know Tauros is getting at least something. But it's so interesting to see the 2 and the 5 here, to see Miltank and Bouffalant probably getting something here as well. And of course, let's add to this, Riddler Coup here has also said this is the complete form of this riddle. Always going to make supplement on old ones, so stay tuned. So this is in Chinese, right? And some people on Twitter were saying, if you translate the Chinese into English, it means type, and the three lines here mean 3. I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna be real. Reading through the Twitter thread here, honestly, I am just not a big fan of this whole thing here. I don't believe in the 3 types. I don't believe in the translation here. I looked on a Reddit thread as well about this, and pretty much it seems like when you do translate it, it doesn't necessarily come out to be type either. You need, it's a very technical thing in Chinese. So we don't actually, so far someone has not translated this in a way where we know for sure. But even if it does say type, let's say it does, that doesn't actually mean it's going to be Pokemon are going to be getting a 3rd type. We don't know how a new type could be implemented in a way to a Pokemon. So it could be maybe a Pokemon could just switch their type, but maybe not have 3 types. Or I saw actually something very interesting down here. Like different attack styles could be a thing as well, different attack types. As we saw, there was 2 attack types in Legends. So we saw like agile style and strong style. Maybe they added a new attack type. I mean, that would be really interesting, but who knows? But this is still out there. This is still open in the air, so we don't really know. And the last thing I want to talk about, which I'm going to say this is fake. This is 100% fake, but I definitely wanted to talk about the flying type Diglett. I think this is really funny. I think it's really cute, but you absolutely know this thing is completely fake. I mean, this style of leak has been going on all week long. This is probably the 5th or 6th one I've seen at this point. And they've all been coming in the same week. So once again, this is another clout chaser. Someone's just trying to put out fun. But this one's at least cute. And oh, it says type groundwater is actually really interesting too. I thought it'd be at least a flying type because it's in the clouds. So who knows if this is real or not. But hey, honestly. So of course, if you enjoyed this, please leave a like, subscribe. I'll catch you guys next time. Peace out and have a great one.